God.
Is it Nwanyi?
Is it Nwanyi?
Is it Nwanyi?
Is it Nwanyi? Is it Nwanyi? Is it? My God is your God. Goddamn. Don't believe me? Ask Uncle Sam. When he say it, you receive it. When I say it, can't conceive it. Funny what a little power does to make a lie believable. Same people that took you to a country you never knew. Divided you, enslaved you, beat you, treated you like you belong in a zoo. Then handed you the good book, but kept the good land. Told you by your head why they strengthened their hand. Led you to believe that without it you have sinned. Cross to bear, whose cross you think that was? A black man carried it before you knew the cause. Yet you had an organized system, thousands of years deep, before he burned your village down and stole your sleep. If 8,000 years before Rome had a road, Chukwu genderless, ancient, already whole. He knew how to convince you that your shit was evil, that your ancestors were lethal. Took the children, mission school was the weapon, banned the drum, so the message couldn't echo. Made the ceremony criminal, the elder a disgrace. Then gave you his God and called it saving grace. But his history is filled with people that were killed. The only ones I know that will deploy to steal, kill, and destroy. John 10:10, read it slow. That's the thief, dressed it up like salvation. Called your bloodline to grief. Funny how the devil always comes with a cross. Your ancestors already had God. That's what they feared most. The Igbo cast bronze while Europe was in the dark. 1,000-year kingdom, no army, just a heart. Vodun crossed the ocean in the body's memory. You've been praying to your ancestors, you just didn't know it. 3 generations to erase what took millennia to build, but you can't kill what lives in blood. Sankofa, go back and fetch it. It is not wrong to go back for what you forgot. Is ain't Nwanyi, is ain't Nwanyi, is ain't Nwanyi. My God is your God.
So, my God is your God. I've been waiting for this conversation. Where did this one come from?
Honestly, it came from a conversation I kept having in my head. One of those arguments you have with nobody or everybody. Because I kept thinking about how Black Americans defend Christianity, and I was like, do you know where that came from? Do you know what was there before? And the more I dug into the history, the more I was like, this needs to be a song, not a video, not a lecture, a song.
Because a song gets past the defenses.
Exactly. You can put up walls against information. You cannot put up walls against something that moves you. Music gets in before your brain can object.
Let's start with the hook. My God is your God. God damn. Don't believe me? Ask Uncle Sam. That's a lot happening in 3 lines.
It's literally 2 sentences that contradict each other and prove each other at the same time. My God is your God. That's the sincere statement. We are talking about the same divine. There is one source. African people knew God. They didn't need an introduction. That's real.
And then, God damn.
Right. Which is both an expression of frustration and a theological statement. Goddamn what exactly? Goddamn the system that convinced people the opposite was true. Goddamn the audacity of it.
And Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam is America, the government, the institution. And the point is, when that same story comes from power, people receive it differently. If I stand here and say, your ancestors had God before anyone brought them a Bible, some people are going to resist that. But if it comes from an institution, from authority, from someone with perceived credibility, suddenly it's possible. That credibility gap is racial. That's what the hook is about.
Okay, I need to talk about the double entendres because I caught them and they hit hard. The first one, handed you the good book, but kept the good land.
So, a good book is obviously the Bible. That's the surface. But the good book also means, in a deal, getting the good end of it. They gave you religion, and they kept everything else. The land, the labor, the wealth, the power. You got a book. They kept the world. Same line.
And a second one, cross to bear. Whose cross you think that was? That one stopped me.
Simon of Cyrene. He's in the Bible. He's the man who carried Jesus' cross on the way to the crucifixion. And Simon was from Cyrene, which is in North Africa, modern-day Libya. So the cross that Christianity is built on, literally, physically, was carried by a Black African man. Africa was present at the founding moment of the religion. And then centuries later, colonizers show up and hand that same religion to Africans as if it has nothing to do with them, as if they weren't already there.
So when you say cross to bear,
Both things. The burden you carry and the literal cross. That cross belongs to Africa too. It always did.
come on.
I know.
The song references Chukwu specifically, the Igbo supreme creator. Why Chukwu?
Because Chukwu dismantles the whole argument. The whole justification for the missionary project was that Africans were godless, that they worshipped idols and demons. And Chukwu is genderless, omnipotent, the source of all things, present in every human being through the chi. That theology existed in southeastern Nigeria before any European made contact. The Igbo already had a supreme creator, already had a concept of the divine spark inside every person, already had a moral framework rooted in sacred law. They didn't lack God. They lacked Europeans' ability to recognize what was standing in front of them.
And the Igbo Ukwu bronzes you talk about in the video, the 9th century bronzes, connect to the song how?
Because people need proof. When I say the Igbo had an extraordinary civilization before colonization, people sometimes have this unconscious resistance, like they want to believe it, but they've been taught otherwise their whole lives. And I'm like, there are bronze artifacts from the 9th century so technically advanced that Western archaeologists literally refuse to believe Africans made them. They had to run isotope analysis to prove the metals were local. The evidence exists. It's in the British Museum. It's in Lagos. The proof is there. They were not primitives. They were extraordinary.
The bridge line that hits me every time. 3 generations to erase what took millennia to build. Explain that.
It means that's all it took. 3 generations. Your great-great-grandparents' era. The missionaries arrive, force and fear, some resistance, the elders still know. Your great-grandparents' era. The mission schools take the children. The transmission starts breaking. Your grandparents' era, by now the shame is internalized. They genuinely believe the old ways are dangerous. They don't teach it, not because someone is forcing them anymore, because they love their children and they want to protect them.
They became the agents of it.
That's the cruelest part. The final stage of successful cultural destruction is when the people do it themselves, out of love. That's 75 to 100 years dismantling 8,000 years, and that wound is still active. Right now, in this generation, in diaspora families all over the world.
And the song is part of the repair?
That's the hope. You cannot heal from something you don't know happened. The first step is knowing. That's what the song is. That's what the video is. That's what all of this is. You can't sankofa if you don't know what you're going back for.
John 10:10. Read it slow. That's the thief. You're using scripture against itself.
I'm using scripture accurately. John 10:10 says the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Those are the exact words I use in the song, the only ones I know that will deploy to steal, kill, and destroy. That's not a coincidence. That's a direct reference. I'm not saying Christianity is evil. I'm saying the colonial application of Christianity fit the description of the thief in their own book. That's not my judgment. That's their scripture.
You went to seminary with that one.
I went to the source material. That's what I always do.
I have to ask, where do you sit spiritually? After all of this research, all of this, where are you?
That's the question everybody wants to ask, and nobody wants to say out loud.
I'm saying it out loud.
I know. I think I sit in the space where I believe in the divine. I have always felt connected to something larger. What I don't believe in anymore is the idea that one tradition has the exclusive claim on that connection. The Igbo knew God. The Yoruba knew God. The Dahomey people knew God. And that knowledge was ancient and complete before anyone arrived to tell them otherwise. So when I pray, when I sit in stillness, when I feel that connection, I'm not in conflict with my ancestors. I think I'm finally meeting them.
Last question. What do you want somebody to feel after they hear this song?
I want them to feel what I felt when I found out. That thing where the ground shifts just slightly under your feet. Where you go, wait, my ancestors weren't who I was told they were. They were extraordinary, and something was done to make me forget that. And I don't have to keep forgetting.
That's everything.
Sung Kofa.